Citizens of the nation, what is going on, guys? Sly here with some more of that Destiny sweetness for you. In this video, we're going to be talking about a couple of cool things that have popped up here recently when I was making the exotic engram video a little while ago. There have been a couple of new weapon perks discovered in the databases, and at least 3 of them can be matched up to weapons we already know exist in Rise of Iron. So we'll take a look at that first, and then we'll go into detail into some of the achievements also coming in Rise of Iron. We'll go into detail about how we can try to solve one of those secret achievements that was alluded to in the Rise of Iron vidoc not all that long ago. Okay, Guardians, let's do the damn thing. First up, we're going to talk about these new weapon perks. Here's a picture of them, and they all look to be pretty awesome. First up, we have Speed Demon, increased sprint speed, increased movement speed while aiming your weapon, and also tighter turn radius while sprinting. This is the only one out of all of them that sound like it may be linked to raid armor rather than a weapon. However, it could be something like the Mida multi-tool, just a little more OP. Next up, we have Virulence. Precision kills relieve a Siva nanite swarm that attack other enemies. This is obviously the pulse rifle we've seen throughout the last couple months leading up to Rise of Iron. Here's a small clip of it and also a picture, another beast I am definitely more than ready to try out. Next, we have the Corruption Spreads. Enemies that take repeated hits with this weapon spawn Siva nanites that also attack other enemies, fall and take extra damage. This sounds awesome and to me, like a total raid weapon. Or perhaps it could be something like the Touch of Malice, kind of like the trophy weapon for Rise of Iron. The Vault of Glass had the Mythoclast, Crota had Necrochasm, Touch of Malice was the Taken King, and maybe this perk has something to do with the next trophy weapon? I don't know, we'll see. Finally, the last 2 are both linked to the exotic LMG Nemesis Star. Here's a picture of it, and as you can see, the talent tree has these exact same 2 symbols on the weapon itself. This looks to be a Nadir weapon by the symbolized N, and also the note in the beginning signifies that this talent extinction event is an intrinsic perk. On trigger pull, this weapon's initial burst has a higher rate of fire. This is currently being debated on exactly what is meant by trigger pull. Could it be that we're getting a pulse rifle style LMG? I personally don't think so. I think it's something like the Thunderlord, where it gets faster, the longer you shoot it. Only this time, it slows down the longer you hold the trigger. Personally, I think that's exactly what's going to happen, because it ties into this next perk, Strange Gravity. When holding down the trigger, range and accuracy increases as the rate of fire decreases. Kills grant bonus grenade energy. So with these 2 perks, you have 2 options. Hold down the trigger for better range and accuracy at the cost of slower firing speed, or manually burst the weapon for a faster rate of fire, but you lose the extra range and the accuracy buff. This weapon sounds pretty cool. I can't wait to get my greasy hands all over it. I mean, just look at it. It's freaking awesome. I've been looking at this thing for the last month. Besides the Kvastov, this is definitely the next one I plan on trying to find. Alright, that's it for new weapon perks, but again, you never know what's what when you get something from a database. It could be an old ghost file, or it could be completely legit. Just a heads up. Alright, so next up, let's check out the new achievements that we can grab on September 20th. Most of these are to be expected, but a few are pretty mysterious. Okay, so the first 3 we have are Mountain Climber, complete the King of the Mountain mission. Next, the Young Wolf, complete the Rise of Iron quest. Student of History, activate all Iron Lord artifacts. And our next set of achievements are Sing the Iron Song, classified. More on this in a second. Then we have Supremacy, complete the Glory and the Taking of It quest. Then an Eye for an Eye, complete the Kovik Sin quest, and then our last set of achievements are Forging Ahead, complete an encounter in the Archon's Forge, Spliced, complete Wrath of the Machine raid, and then Splicer God, complete the Wrath of the Machine raid on heroic difficulty. Like I said, most are pretty self-explanatory, but the classified one, which is called Sing the Iron Song, was more than hinted at during the Fell Winter Peak interview held by Game Informer, which you can see playing in the background, especially this part right here.
Well, if you hit them in a certain order, something might happen.
No.
I don't know.
So yeah, if that doesn't spoil it, I don't know what will. Some gamers have already come up with some guides on how they think it'll work when September 20th comes, and they're easy enough to find. But I'll post a guide on Tuesday how to get it for sure, so I know exactly what I'm going to post and it'll work 100%. Alright guys, one last thing before I go. While I was making this video, I received a message with a picture of an absolutely crazy amount of new Rise of Iron perks. There are tons on here, guys. Take a look. It may be hard to see all of them, but I'll post a link in the description box below so you can check them out for yourselves. There are a bunch here, man. Like Howling Flames, unleash a fiery solar eruption that weakens enemies and deals damage over time. Dubious Ordnance, this weapon delivers high energy volley of explosive ordnance. Focused Firefly. While Focused Fire is active, precision kills cause the target to explode in about 10,000 more. Check this out, it is definitely worth a look. Alright, that's it Guardians, another quick video keeping you all up to speed on the latest Rise of Iron info. But that's it for me y'all, as always thank you so much for watching, and if you're up for it, follow me on Twitter or subscribe to me here on YouTube to stay up to date on everything Rise of Iron. I'll have more videos coming out through all the new discoveries about to drop this week and on Tuesday, so keep an eye out for them. But until then, this is your boy Sly. Done, gone, out.